coverage dito sa Congress ng session po tungkol sa proposed charter change, preliminary discussion po sa opening up ng investments, yung economic restrictions po. So ang discussion ngayon ni Congressman Coangco tungkol sa energy requirement ng ating bansa through nuclear. Pinag-usapan po yung CHACHA, charter change. Siyempre, yung kaninang nagsasalita, si Representative MarBelle Brosas, isa sa mga kontra po sa CHACHA kasi mga militant congressman po siya, Gabriela party list yata. Right now, si Congressman Coangco po nagsasalita.
Mr. Speaker, esteemed colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, I rise today on a matter of personal and collective privilege. My speech is centered on the COP20 to the United Nations Framework Convention.
Yung ibang mga congressmen nagsipag-uwi na po.
This represents several privileged speeches in this House. The important role that nuclear energy plays in alleviating poverty and providing comprehensive economic advancement for the Philippines. It is my earnest desire to alleviate mass poverty via cheaper electricity that will attract investments, local and foreign, generate massive employment opportunities, and national progress. It remains a mystery why the Department of Energy appears oblivious or now recognized is overlooking a significant opportunity of making this a centerpiece program of the government in alleviating poverty in the country. The COP28, or the 28th Conference of the Parties to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, was held in Dubai, the UAE, last December 2023. You can see the photo there in the back, and you can read the caption on the stage, which calls for a tripling of nuclear power in the world. It was the first COP where major countries around the world, maybe I should state the countries. There was Sweden, the United Kingdom, France, USA, Korea, and the UAE, supported by, at that time, 18 other countries for a total of 22 countries. Now there are already 25 countries supporting these declarations. Major countries around the world officially recognize nuclear as an essential tool in addressing global warming and climate change. Number one, by declaring that the catchphrase net zero by 2050 is impossible without at least some, defined as approximately one-third, nuclear. Number two, declaring their support for the tripling of world nuclear capacity by 2050. And three, to achieve this, a third declaration for nuclear amounting to around $9.3 trillion available for nuclear new build. Which is the most qualified to commission our 100% complete yet mothballed nuclear power plant, has offered the Philippines to undertake a full economic feasibility study, costing at least $4 million for free, without requiring a commitment to proceed on our part, even if the study produces positive results. If such an economic feasibility study is being on the grounds that it is being done by a vendor then the counter argument is that it can be vetted by independent nuclear consortia, of which there are several. We, the Philippines, would ask the assistance of the US government to also provide these studies for free, funded by either the United States Agency for International Development, USAID, or the United States International Development Finance Corporation, USIDFC, or other appropriate US government entities, given that the ATIRA law prohibitions on local funding. It boggles the mind that this study, which majority of the Nuclear Energy Program Interagency Committee, the NEPIA, agree should be done, has been gathering dust at the desk of those who are in charge at the DOE for close to 6 months now. So much so that the risk of losing Korean funding authority for this is real and imminent. And definitively, the economic feasibility of our very own, fully and very well built Philippine nuclear power plant number 1. May I reiterate to this chamber that the only reason that would justify nuclear power in the Philippines is that it can give vastly cheaper electricity and save us billions of US dollars annually in foreign exchange during operations. Nuclear power, because of its unmatched energy density, is truly magical in this regard, requiring infinitesimally less fuel versus coal or LNG. Energy density is also the reason why nuclear enhances national security. Just in time, coal by ships means fuel inventory is always en route on ships, like nuclear, where 18 months of fuel inventory is physically present inside the reactor without the need for physical delivery whatsoever. To give an example of the much lower price of nuclear versus fossil fuel, coal is 19 times more expensive than nuclear, while LNG is 27 times more expensive than nuclear. Sample computations say, let's take US dollars to 30 million times 27 is approximately 550 million US dollars worth of LNG. Ang laki po ng diferensya. Fit all to be collected again for RD to the tune of 3.64 cents. For context, my distinguished colleagues from the Committee on Energy, were balking at the 1 centavo per kilowatt hour request to fund the centavos per kilowatt hour for RE. Who is complaining? Are we complaining in this office chamber? For generating companies and thus work for the national
So yan po mga kababayan yung ating short video coverage dito sa Congress ng session po tungkol sa proposed charter change, preliminary discussion po sa opening up ng investments, yung economic restrictions po. So ang discussion ngayon ni Congressman Cuangco tungkol sa energy requirement ng ating bansa, drone nuclear. Yun lang po ang ating short video. Ako po si Dante Maravillas. Bye-bye po.